So I can see Mehul Bhagat, Om Bagresh, Prince Chaudhary, Prince Gate, and Suryam Patle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students are present. So let's start the class. I'm sharing my entire screen. Here I am opening Python standard editor. You can see this is Python 3.8.0, the latest version of Python. I recommend you to install this latest version of Python in your computer so that you can do practicals at your home. I am opening file. So you know that there are two modes in Python, interactive mode and scripting mode. So I am writing program in scripting mode. So I hope it is visible to all. You can write down the today's topic. More file handling programs. So today I will explain some more file handling exam programs in Python, and these programs may be asked in your practical examination. So write down the heading more file handling programs in Python. So I will develop one by one different programs so that you can understand the concept more clearly. So first write down, read a text file and display the total of numbers stored in a file. So I will read a file, I will read 3 numbers and then display the total of those numbers on the screen. So write down the program. So one file object you have to create. So I am writing file object here, file object, any name you can use in your Python program. And then you call the open function. You know that this open function returns a file object associated with a text file. Suppose the name of the file is amount.txt and I am opening the file in read mode. So I am passing one file mode that is called a read mode. So this statement is very important. You call a open function which returns an object associated with this file, and with the help of this object you can perform read and write operations on the file by calling the read and write methods with the help of this object. So this amount.txt file must exist in the computer, then only it can open that file in read mode. So I will create one file and write numbers in this file 1200, 1500, 6500 and save this file as a text file. So I am saving this file text files and I am writing amount. The name of the file is amount. So one text
सर
file
वो
is
विशाल ज्वाइन
created.
करना चाह रहा है.
Good morning, Vishal.
Good morning, sir.
So I have created a text file. You can create a text file from the Python editor itself, and I have written 3 numbers in this file. So now I am declaring a variable x is equal to, and then I will convert, because you know that when you read a line from the file, that readline method returns a string, and you have to convert that string into a number. So I am using int here, int, and then I call the readline method. So this readline method will read a line from the file, first line from the file, and that line is in the form of a string. And you know that with the help of int function you can convert the string into integer. So when it converts that string in integer, that integer is stored in this x. Similarly, I again call the readline method, and you know that when you again call the readline method, this method reads the next line. So again this next line is in the form of a string, and you are converting that string into an integer with the help of this int function. So one more variable I have declared here, and again I call readline method. So again cursor moves to the next line and reads the next line, and again I convert it into integer and then save it in the variable z. Now you can close the file. Since this file object is associated with this file, so this amount.txt will be closed, and then one more variable I am declaring here, and you can calculate the total, and you can display the total of numbers on the screen. Total is and total. So this is the complete program which reads 3 lines from the text file and then convert that lines into integer and store in some variable, and then you can calculate the sum of the numbers, because you know that mathematical operations can be performed only on numbers. So x plus y plus z, this will return the sum of these x plus y plus z, which is stored in total, and you can print the total on the screen. Let's see whether this program is working or not. So you can see total is 9200. So in this way you can read numbers from a file and you can calculate the sum of numbers. I hope you have written this program, this simple program in your notebook. Vishal,
Yes, sir.
have you written the program?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what happens when a program calls this readline method? So I am opening this file. So when you call the readline method, this readline method will reach the first line in a file, this line. And when you again call this readline method, this readline method will read the next line, second line, and then when you again call the readline method, this readline method will read the third line. So in this way you can use this readline method to read a single line, one at a time from the file. Do you have any doubt on this program? Any doubt? If you have, you can ask. Prince Chaudhary, Prince Chaudhary, hello, Om Bagresh,
Yes, sir.
have you written this program in your notebook?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Suryam, Suryam,
Yes, sir.
okay,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
so I am erasing this program. Now I will write another program. You know that you can store records in a computer. So record contains some field names and the values, for example, name and marks. So I will create a file, a text file with the help of Python program to store students' name and marks. So write down the heading, program to store students' name and marks. So this program can be asked in your practical examination. So I will write the whole program and I'll explain each and every line so that you can understand the concept very clearly. So one file object you need to declare here. So I am writing file handle. Any name you can use for file object. So I open the file with the help of open function, and here I am typing the name of the file. You know that you can write the string in single quote also, single quote. You can write the string in double quote also. So I am using single quote. And records.txt is the name of my file, and one file mode A. You know the meaning of this A. You can open the file in append mode. Append mode means if you are opening a file in append mode, you can add data to an existing data in a file. So append means to add more data in an existing file. So the data will be appended to the end of the existing records. So I opened the file and the name of my file is records.txt. Now one variable I want to create answers, and I will store y in this answer. So this variable I have created to get the response from the user. If user type y, I can run the while loop again. So here I am using while loop, while answer equal to y. So you know that this equal to is a relational operator. It checks whether the value of a answer variable is equal to y or not. So it is y. So the condition is true. And you know that when the condition in while loop is true, the statements written inside the while loop executes. So I am writing the code inside the while loop. Print, or directly you can write name equal to input, enter students name. So intentionally I put a space here so that in the output it will display enter student's name, and there is a space between the user's input and this output. Therefore I put a space here after the name. So you know that this prompt will be displayed on the screen, and when a user types any data, that data will be stored in this name variable. Then I can ask about the marks. Marks is equal to int input, enter marks. So you know that this input function always returns a string, so you have to convert that string into integer. So that's why I am using here int function, so that the user's input converts into an integer, and that integer is stored in this marks variable. Now you know that you can write the strings in the file with the help of write method. So I am calling write method, file handle dot write, and inside this write method I pass name, and I am using concatenation operator. You know the meaning of this concatenation operator. So this concatenation operator joins two strings. One is name and another is new line character. So you know that this is a escape character. So /n will not return in the file, but a new line character means the cursor moves to the next line in the file. So new line character is written in the file name plus new line, so that the next data will be written in the next line. So again I am calling file handle dot write, And since this mass is an integer, so you cannot write directly the integer number in a file, so you need to convert this mass into a string. So I will use str function, str and marks, and then again I concatenate one new line character. So in this way you can write the records in a file, and then you can print one message on the screen. Do you want to add more data? So this string will be displayed on the screen, and then again I am calling input function and type press and enter y for yes. So when the user enters y, again the statement written in the while loop will execute. Now I can close the file handle dot close. So this is a complete program how to get the data from the user and write that data in a file. So let's run this program. So it is asking enter student's name. So I am typing Suryam Patle. Enter marks. So I type 98. So it is asking, do you add more data? I will correct this program. Do you want to add more data? Will be the perfect sentence. So press and enter Y for yes. So I type Y. Again it is asking. So I type Vishal Maneshwar. Enter mass. So 96. Do you want to add more data? Yes. Student's name Mehul Bhagat. So marks. So marks 94. So again do you want to add more data? So I will enter no. So the loop terminates. Now I will write one more program to read data from the file, but you can still see the data by opening that file. I am opening that file, open, and text file, and then this records. So you can see Suryam Patel, I have written Patle. It should be okay, no problem. So 98 Vishal Maneshwar, 96 Mehul Bhagat, 94. So this data is written inside the file with the help of this program. So have you written this program in your notebook?
फिर लास्ट का दिखाइए ना रिटर्न
Suryam, Suryam, Suryam. Mehul,
Yes, sir.
have you written the program?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the complete program, and this program may be asked in your practical examination to read here, to write the data in a file. Now I will read the data from the file. So with the help of Python program, you can read the data from the file also. So the file is created now. I will write a program to read data from this file. So let's write a program. I'm erasing it, and then put a heading. I am writing a comment. You know that comments are ignored by the compiler, and comment begins from a hash sign. So I'm writing a program to read file and show records on the screen. Om Bagresh.
Yes, sir.
So I will create one file object. You can suggest the name of any file object. Can you suggest any name for file object? Oh,
So mark,
suggest any name for file object.
mark,
Marks. Okay, I will create one file object, student file suppose. Okay, student file. Student file is equal to open and records.txt is our file and I am opening the file in read mode. So this is a file object. You can have any name for the file object. Here I am typing as meaningful name for the file object. Earlier I had typed file handle or f object or f1 like this. But this is a meaningful name for the
मुझे
variable. Hello? Yes? Do you want to ask anything?
कोई नहीं तो
Suryam?
the server has taken me off from this meeting.
You are not responding. That's why I remove from your online class. So you must keep on responding because I cannot see your faces. And maybe you switch on the computer and go elsewhere. That's why I have doubt. So I call your name. If you are not responding, then I will remove your name from the online class. So this variable contains the object returned by this open function, and then you can read the file. So how to read the file? Tell me. Om Bagresh?
so, spread file dot, the read line.
Read line, very good. Read line method. So this will read the first line from the file, and that line is stored in this name variable. So first line contains the name of a student. So the name of a student will be stored in this name variable. Now I can use while loop while name is not equal to the empty string. So I am passing here empty string. So if the name is empty string, the while loop will not work. So it should not be equal to empty string. Name should not be equal to empty string. Then I can read next line, marks is equal to, and then I will convert that string into int, and then student file dot read line again. So again you are calling this read line method. First you call here, so first line will be read by the program. Then again you are calling read line, so second line will be read by the program. So the second line contains mass. So if this read line will return the data in the form of a string, so you need to convert that string into integer. That's why I'm using int here. And then you can store that mass here. And then again you can read the next line. So third line will be read by this program, and this process continues. Now you can print the value on the screen. So I'm writing student name and then comma, and then here I am writing name, and then I print, or in this string also you can print marks and then comma marks. So you can print the value on the screen. Now again you can read look, you don't need to read here because This line I will read after the next statement here, because one name you have written, read here and mass here, then you will display the student's name and mass, then read the next line. So you should correct your program here. Okay. So what happens when you display the name on the screen? So name contains a new line character also. So you can remove that new line character. So with the help of rstrip method, so I am using this rstrip method here, and marks is in the form of integer. So here mass also you have to, I am creating more complicated this program rstrip, so that when this will return a string, so string contains a new line character also. So with the help of rstrip, you know that with the help of rstrip you can remove the trailing spaces or any new line character from the string. So this rstrip method will remove any new line character from the marks, so that the student name and marks should be displayed in the same line. Then again you call read line method. So first line you read here, second line you read here, third line you read here. This process continues, and then finally you can close the file, student file dot close. So this is the complete program. Let's see whether this program is giving the correct output or not. I am running this program. So you can see on the screen, this program is working absolutely. Student name Suryam Patle, mass 98, student name Vishal Maneshwar, mass 96, student name Mehul Bhagat, mass 94. So in this way you can store the records in a file, you can read the records from a file and display those records on the screen. Have you written this program in your notebook, Mehul?
Yes, sir. Almost.
Sir, almost please, sir. So line.
The output.
Yes, sir. Written.
Okay, write down the
So
output
output
also.
नहीं हुआ.
Okay, so this type of programs may be asked in your practical examination. I will send you one list of practicals of class 12th Python programming, so that you can make your practical notebook also. So from the next class I will tell you which programs you need to write in your practical notebook. So this type of program may be asked in your syllabus. Let's see your syllabus. Where is your syllabus? Your revised syllabus, 12th revised syllabus. So this your syllabus also suggests some practical programs. For example, read a text file line by line and display each word separately by a hash. Read a text file, display the number of vowels, consonants, lowercase characters. Create a binary file, remove all lines that contains A in a file, like this. So this type of programs may be asked in your practical examination. So you must know how to write file handling programs in Python. So have you written this program and the output?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Suryam
sir.
Patle. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm closing this output window and I'm erasing this contents. You can also search. For example, suppose you want to search a particular student from a file and then display the record of that student only. So I will write a program for that also. Write down the heading, searching for a record.
Sir, while read line is equal to that student's name.
Yes, the user will enter the name of the student and it will display the marks of that student. So you can write such type of programs. So write down searching for a record heading. So I will create one variable here, success, and I am storing one boolean value in this variable. So you know that there are string values, there are integer values, there are boolean values also. Boolean values means true and false only. So I am storing, I am assigning this boolean value in this variable. Success is equal to false. So false is a boolean value. Now I can ask the user to enter student's name to search. So user will enter the name of the student which he want to search in a file. So that student name will be stored in this variable. Now I will create one file object. You can suggest the name of file object. Can you suggest any name for the file object? Vishal,
Yes, sir.
can you suggest any name for the file object?
So searching file. Searching
Search
file.
file. Okay, search file. Okay. So open function I am calling, and inside this open function I am passing the name of the file records.txt, because this records.txt file contains student's name and marks. And I am opening the file in which mode? Can you tell me which mode I should open this file?
Sir, read mode.
Read mode. Yes, very good.
Yes, sir. Read
So
mode.
read mode, because I am reading the file. So this open function will return an object which is associated with this record.txt. So that object is stored in this variable, and with the help of object you can call close method, read method, write method, like this. So I will read a single line, first line. So name variable I created, and then search file dot I am calling readLine method. So this readLine method will read a single line and returns an string. That string is stored in name. I hope you understand this statement. Now I will use while loop. While name is not equal to empty string, and I will read another line. Another line is marks, so I will convert the string. Search file dot readLine. Again I am calling the readLine method, and then you know that this readLine method returns a string. So I can convert a string into an integer value and then store that number in this mass variable. And this name contains a string, and it also contains a new line character. So I will remove the new line character from this name. So how to remove? I will name dot rstrip. With the help of this rstrip function, you can remove the trailing spaces from the string. So I will give you a demonstration what is this rstrip function is doing. Suppose your string contains spaces. So this string contains trailing spaces. So these spaces will be removed by this rstrip method. This rstrip method will remove any spaces. So new line is also like a space. So it will also remove this new line character from the string, this rstrip method. So I will check if name equal to sname. Sname contains the name you want to search, this sname variable. So it reads a name from the file, and that name is equal to sname, suppose. Then you can display that name on the screen. Student name, comma, name, and then I will print the marks. marks like this. Okay, and then I will print one blank line, and then I can assign success is equal to true. If search is successful, then this true boolean value is stored in this variable. Now you can close the file. So the file object is search file dot close. And if not true, if not success means if not true means false. So success is a true and not true means false. If false, then you can display one message on the screen: student name not found, like this. So this is the complete program in which you are searching a particular record from a file. You write down this whole program. I will reduce the font size so that you can see the whole program. This is the whole program. So I hope you have written this program in your notebook. So this program will search a particular record in a file. Let's see whether this program is working or not. I am running this program. So it is asking enter student's name to search. So I type Suryam Patle. So it is displaying student's name Suryam Patle, marks 98, one error, value error, invalid literal for int with base 10. So I will correct this error. Why this error is appearing? Can you guess what is the error? Hello? Mehul?
Yes, sir.
Can you guess why this error is occurring?
No, sir. Not able to spot.
Maybe I have to remove the new line character from this Mars also. So this new line character, so I will remove this new line character from this string so that it can convert it into integers. So let's see whether error is modified, the program is modified or not. So Suryam Patle, so it is displaying an error, invalid literal for int with base 10, Vishal Maneshwar. Oh. Again I have to read the I have to read next line here. Search file dot read line, like this. Okay, because again you have to read the line. First line contains name string type, second line contains marks, then third line contains the string type. So again you have to read the line and store that line in this name variable. So let's run this program. So enter student's name to search. So Suryam Patle. So now it is displaying Suryam Patle and marks 98. Let's run again. Enter student's name. So I type Vishal Maneshwar. So it is displaying the name Vishal Maneshwar, marks 96. Again run this program, and if I type Prince Chaudhary, so let's see what happens. Student name not found. So in this way you can search a record in a particular file. So this is a very useful program you have created in a Python. So write down this program in your notebook and you can do practicals at your home. Have you written this program in your notebook?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So you should keep in mind that this readline function will read a single line from a file. So first line I read here, second line I read here, and third line I read here. So first line contains name, second line contains mass, and third line also contains names. So again I call this readline function and then store the string in name variable. So this process continues. Vishal, Prince, Gate, Om Bhagresh and Mehul Bhagat. 4 students are attending now. Please keep in mind if you are not responding, then I will remove your name from this online class because I have doubt that you switch on the device and go somewhere else. So I have written this program in your notebook.
Yes, sir.
Mehul,
Yes, sir.
Om.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think it is enough for today's now. Now write down the home assignment. I am erasing all these contents. Write down the home assignment for today. Home assignment. Write a program in Python to count the number of alphabets in a text file. Second, write a program in Python to count the number of digits in a file, in a text file. Write a program to store name of book and its price in a text file library.txt. Write a program to display, to read and display book name and its price from the file library.txt. So this will be your home assignment and you need to do these assignments in your notebook. Write down this solution, write down the program, all these programs in your notebook. Take out the picture and send me those pictures on my WhatsApp number so that I can check. And please don't use internet to do your home assignments. So I hope you have noted down the home assignments. Only two students I can see, Prince Gate and Vishal. Vishal, have you written this home assignment?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is all about reading and writing records in a file. So I am closing today's online class. Goodbye.